Hey Cookie, so really quickly before we start today's video, I have to be honest about something. This isn't my first time covering this type of topic in video format on YouTube before. While I know that my growth has significantly increased in the last year or so, I really hope that this video reaches as many hearts and minds and eyes as videos that I make that highlight mainstream European-owned brands. I would love to discuss what I love about these minority, Black-owned, women-owned brands and share with you the ones that I'm interested in getting to know as well. This is going to be a running list, so there will be a part 2, maybe even a part 3 after this to make sure that we get in as much information as possible. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I say this out loud. This video needs to spread far and wide. Let's get into it. Welcome back, Cookies, and if you're new here, how you doing? My name is Carolyn Gray. I talk about all things in and around fashion. I even take y'all on my little daily excursions living in New York City as a content creator, an entrepreneur, and an adult, even though half the time this job is ghetto. But we gonna do it, ain't we? And we like to have a good old kiki and giggle, so if you feel like you can get cozy enough around these parts by the end of the video, please do not forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell. And if you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up if you feel like it too. Let's get into some of my favorite minority-owned brands. And I have a couple different categories, and we're gonna try and speed through this because I've done this type of video before, and I feel like the obvious reasons why I didn't get the reach that it needed to get at that time. I also do feel like maybe I was a bit long-winded in that video or the 2 videos that I made. So I'm gonna try to speed through this so we can hurry up and get to their websites and learn more about them and invest in them if they are something that strike our personal style and lifestyle. Anyway, we're gonna start with the first category, obviously, fashion. Some of my favorite fashion brands, jewelry brands will be underneath this category. First and foremost, Christopher John Rogers, Black queer-owned women's wear brand. One of my favorites, hands down. Yes, you might see the prices are a bit steep. And when I tell you it is worth it, I don't know where he gets his materials, his thread from. I really think he goes to the heavens, the clouds of heavens, and gets the things sourced from there. Because when I say that his clothes are made for the gods, like there's no way to describe it. We feel that, you know how they say we got kings and queens in our blood. Our ancestors was queens and kings. Like, I feel like that when I'm wearing his clothes. It is one of those brands where when you get a chance to invest in it, you love to wear it over and over again. Yes, for cost per wear, but also because it's just made so well. It's so beautiful. The colors, the attention to detail, the silhouettes that are just otherworldly, okay? Get into it if you don't know about it, but he's a number 1 on my list. Another brand that if you've been following me for a while, you've probably heard me talk about this brand so many times, and they're actually friends with Christopher John Rogers, Diotima. Diotima is a Jamaican queer women-owned women's wear brand based here in New York City. And actually, I do think that Rachel is the woman behind the brand. I do believe that Rachel still works with vendors. And even her family member, I believe her mother was helping the business at some point, or maybe still is, where the crocheted material that she incorporates in her collections a lot of the time, they're made by craftsmen or women craftsmen in Jamaica. So her mother was handling the progress and shipment of those materials back into New York City to get the collections made. And I always love that fact about her, that it is heavily deep rooted in the community that she was born into and raised in. And I also feel like Diotima, the customer in Diotima's mind must be a bold Caribbean woman that lives freely and does what she needs to do to live life in the best way possible. And it's sexy, it's airy. Even her fall and winter collections that just have an airness to it. Both of these designers, I'm hoping that I can get into their fashion week presentations for February, but either way, I still want to see it even when it comes out online. I don't care. I love these brands so much, and I've had the pleasure of meeting them a few times, and they're just lovely people. They're also really good friends with another one of my favorite designers, which I feel like I still kind of want to mention it because it is a queer designer, Henry Zankoff of the Zankoff brand. They're all friends. They all have had very similar situations. Designer of the Year award from CFDA type of things. They sell in very similar stores. And they have like this bond that you see online that you can tell like they're loyal to each other. They really represent and stick up for each other, and they're there for each other. And that says a lot about a person, you know, and investing in certain brands and knowing a little bit, or you can kind of understand the mindset of someone and their character. It just kind of makes the transaction feel like a lot like, this feels good. You know what I mean? So just want to mention that. Another brand that I love and I just feel is so innovative, based in Maryland, actually. I love that because, you know, I'm from Maryland originally. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland originally. Been in New York for almost 20 years. But Hanifa is one of those brands where she kind of came out the gate swinging. She got people gagging left and right. When she did her presentation, like an AI fashion show, they didn't know what to do with her. When I tell you, I was like, wow, innovative, thought-provoking. She's doing her damn thing. And I also feel that she is a large advocate for brown women, black women, advocate for the LGBTQ, trans women. Like, I just think that how she is behind the scenes and what she produces, it's all aligned. When she created that long sweater dress, all the girls had it. Even short ass Sarah Jessica Parker had one of them sweater dresses. And I'm just like, but I'm excited. She's debuting a collection, I believe, or something this week. So I'm like waiting on pins and needles, trying to figure out what she's going to tell us about, because the girl knows what she's doing. And she also posted a very beautiful knit that I'm like, please put that up for sale. Please don't tease me. Please don't tease me with a good time. Put that up for sale. Fee Noel, Caribbean woman-owned brand. What I love about Fee Noel, also, there's an airness to it. There's a huge amount of sex appeal in the clothing. One of my favorite pieces from Fee Noel are these linen panty pants that have like an outline right where the panty line would be. And they're my favorite harem linen pants to wear every single summer. I also love the fact that she opened up a store in Little Caribbean in Brooklyn, which, you know, she could have opened a store in Soho, West Village. She could have opened up anywhere here in the city, but she said, no, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home. I'm going to put on for my people. And I just love that she just has this dynamic relationship with her roots, with the community of Brooklyn. Like, everything about Fee, dope, dope, dope. And her designs, she also doesn't go to the beat of the Fashion Society drum. She creates and she debuts and she works with people one-on-one. I just like her flow. She doesn't try to keep up with anybody else except for herself, and I love that. New York Pen is actually a New York menswear brand. However, a lot of his pieces are genderless. Justin is the man behind the brand. He is an amazing artist, graphic artist, all just kinds of artists. He loves music and it comes across. He loves New York and it comes across in his designs. He has such amazing leather pieces also. And kimono, sweatshirt material, like his sweats, when he drops them, you gotta be fast. Like, you gotta be quicker than that because they sell out so quickly. The quality, the material, it's giving. He has done his homework for years to ensure that the quality of his pieces hit every single time. And the price point is really good for what it is. He's even done a couple collections with the Natural Museum of History. I think that's the correct museum, for 2 different exhibits, one being a hip hop focused exhibit, which I loved for him. He's one of those people that are really behind the scenes of other brands' ideas and collections, and not a lot of people know about. So I want to make sure that y'all know who Justin is. New York Pen, get into him because he's not going to disappoint you. His stuff is fly. Another menswear brand that I also feel like has a very nice amount of space for women to wear their pieces as well, Kill Off Season, owned by 3 beautiful black gentlemen based here in New York, all from New York. And they all come from the walks of fashion, life, arts, music, and they came together and created this dope ass brand. Most of the materials that they use within their brand, leather. And this sickening leather. I'm talking about metallic leathers. There was a piece that I sourced from them for a photo shoot that I was doing for a client, a male client, a rapper, and his name is Dylan St. John. And he was wearing this piece, and the leather looked like it was like a meteorite. I mean, these guys, I don't know how these people just come up with these concepts, and they're so dope, and I love them so much. And they're great. They're great for their community. One of the brand founders named Kwasi. Kwasi is also a person that works with Adidas. He has like running groups all over the city. He's ran marathons, but he's also a wellness and fitness advocate. And he partners with Adidas and like has had probably his own sneakers at this point. But all three of them, amazing men, amazing material. The quality is qualitying. And they look out for one another. Very community driven people as well. Another brand, you guys heard me speak about these two brands, actually, Wales Bonner and Martine Rose. These two designers, I feel, and you know what? And also, but I do kind of feel like Christopher John Rogers and Rachel, like maybe in a couple of years, maybe they'll do it, but I feel like they're doing their brands. They're building their brands the way that they really want to. However, Wales Bonner and Martine Rose both have had amazing brands. Martine Rose, I mean, the woman can just take leisure wear and take it to an avant-garde haute couture level if she really wanted to. I love her badass energy. I think that she is a force to be reckoned with. She sees things that are just outside of the rim. She has collaborations with Nike that just do numbers out of the park. And I do feel that there needs to be a time where she's put into these positions. The thing about Wales Bonner too, I love her design aesthetic. It's very nostalgic and not just on one kind of era. Like I've seen her work kiss the era of the 70s, kiss the era of Victorian, and it just makes sense. It works. Her menswear works, and it's not something that makes people shy away from it if they don't identify as that, right? Impeccable pieces. And she also went to one of the best, Central Saint something. She went to one of the best design schools in the world, based in London. Alexander McQueen attended, Jean Paul Gaultier attended. So it's just like she just comes from this lineage of amazing designers that have made a huge impact on the fashion industry. And I just feel like she is well on her way to continue that legacy. This brand is a little bit more lifestyle, wellness, but nonetheless still fashion. Be Iconic. Be Iconic is owned by Ashley Muhammad, born and bred from Harlem. Okay. She's also married to a wonderful man named Mustafa, and they also have a collaborative brand as well between the two of them called Happily Ever Muhammad. They sell fragrances, home fragrances or personal fragrances. They smell amazing, and they are parents to, I mean, their children are geniuses. I cannot get enough of their children. But Be Iconic is a brand that is focused on self-love, accountability, therapy, building community, a sisterhood, and she has like amazing merchandise, like her iconic t-shirts, her sweatsuit sets, I've had all of them, her tracksuit sets, even the wide leg set. It just looks good on every kind of body and everybody. I saw a young man wear one of her track sets in pink. He looked stunning. He looked phenomenal. He looked so confident in it. But I just love the message behind her and her branding and the message that she always shares among her community and how she always keeps herself on point and always checks in and always holds accountability for the mistakes, but also building a lot of boundaries and making sure that she sticks to them whenever she feels like people don't respect her or anyone that she loves. And it's just one of those brands where like you put that shit on, you feel the material, the quality is there, and you feel like the message behind it lives through that piece, and now it touches you and gives you that boost of confidence. Shout out to Be Iconic. Another brand I love, you guys asked me about these. I'm actually not wearing one of the pieces now because my ears are covered. Only Made jewelry brand based out of Brooklyn. I mean, when I first got introduced to the brand by the owner, Rain, she had a trio pearl ear cuff set that I could not get enough of. She mixes metals. She honestly, I feel like more and more, I'm just starting to see the ends of her mind and how she develops these new designs, and she just keeps going and growing. She even gifted me a pair of ear cuffs that go through your pierced part at the bottom of your lobe and hooks onto the top of your ear, and it has your initials on it. I thought that was so cute. So I feel like her stuff is well priced, actually really fun to wear, and it makes you kind of just want to buy everything on the website. every single time. And I just can't wait to see what else she comes up with, because every time she drops a design or a collection, my breath is taken every single time. One of the brands that are a little newer to me and I want to get to know and I want to invest in, Sutter and Melrose, owned by Simplicity and Style, also known as Shaniqua, based out of Brooklyn. Shaniqua is a dope ass woman. Let me tell you, she's a stylist. She is a girl's girl. She builds the sister community, but recently she dropped this new suede trench coat in 2 different colors on Sutter and Melrose. Yes. Y'all know how I feel about trench coats if you've been following me long enough. She also has jewelry pieces on there, but I feel like her approach to brand ownership and products, she takes her time with it and she makes sure that it's on point, that you will feel phenomenal with investing in any of her pieces. She takes her time and she does it well. So this is one of the brands that I would like to invest in this year, especially that the suede trench coat. Yeah, I'm getting that. Back off, but don't back off. Get yourself one too. Concept 26 is a jewelry brand that I've worked with. Fine jewelry. Her puzzle pieces are so thoughtful. But she also does custom jewelry, engagement jewelry. She did Cassie Thorpe's engagement ring. Girl, that thing was huge. It is huge and I love it. Okay, but she is also a connoisseur of jewelry, diamond and gems and all the things. And I'm really excited to see how she develops her new collections going forward, because the initial one, the puzzle piece, which was really about family and like having like, not like, I guess you can say like maybe like a best friend piece, but like you have a puzzle piece, the other person has the other side. I love stuff like that. I really do. And everything that she does, very meaningful, very detail orientated, doesn't run to drop the collection. Instead, she takes her time, she lets it cook and makes sure that it's perfection once it gets to the consumer, and amazing customer service as well. A brand that I would like to invest in this year, Bernard James, jewelry brand. They have a storefront in Brooklyn, also shown in Dover Street Market. They probably have other stores that showcase them as well. I don't know about them, but amazing guy. Love how he talks about jewelry. Karen Britchick actually showcased one of her pieces from him, and that's how I learned more about the brand. But fine jewelry, Black-owned fine jewelry brands is where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. Another brand that I actually do have pieces from, as well as Concept 26, Aziza Handcrafted. She is certified in all the things gems and diamonds. She knows her shit. And I find that it's a little rare in that industry to be certified the way that Aziza is. She also makes custom fronts. Just want to put that out there. I think that's really dope. And she teaches. She's a teacher in the business as well. Another brand, I actually have one of his pieces. This brand is owned by a wonderful artist named Rodney. His brand is called Essential Millinery Hat Work. And when I tell you, his hats are like out of a dream, like Alice in Wonderland, just so magical and just like shocking in the best way. June Ambrose is one of his biggest clients. She rocks his hats like nobody's business. It's so good. I have a hat that has a wide brim, but it's to the side and has a high like dome on top of it. I want to invest more into some of his hats. He has a Yoko hat that I love, a beret style that I love, and another one that I don't know the name of it, but I'll post a picture of it. I saw it at Nordstrom. He sells at Nordstrom, but he also has his own storefront off of West 4th Street or West 8th Street. I can't remember. I'll post it in the description box down below. All of these people that I'm talking about and their brands and the products that I love from them, I will put it in the description box below. What I'm wearing right now, I will put it in the description box below. So look for that information in the description box below, okay? But get into Essential because I love it. It's amazing. Another brand that I would like to invest in, but I feel like I need a little more booty than I got for it. I believe it's pronounced Ona Laja, the mesh, the prints, the beadwork. I wish I had the body yaddy, because when I see a body yaddy yaddy in one of these pieces, I be like, that thing look good. Like the whole thing just looks amazing and you're a queen and I can't. My little skinny boy body, like, child, please. But I still, yes, I am going to slide to that storefront online and get a piece from them because they're just so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And, but they do look good with a little body yaddy in there. Like, somebody with a little bit more meat on their bones than me, I just feel like stunning. Stunning, okay? Nanino by BLV. So this is Latino queer women's owned brand based out of Queens. And the thing about Nanino, the pieces are nostalgic, like what our aunts and moms used to wear back in the day, door knocker earrings, hoops. But the quality of the gold, the weight of the gold, the attention to detail, again, the customer service involved, she takes it very serious. And it's brands like this that I love to invest in because they don't skip a beat. They want to make sure that you're happy. They want to make sure that you feel good, that you feel like yourself. You get what you pay for. And it's amazing. It's top-notch quality. I am such a fan. I'm actually wearing, my ear cuff here is from Nanino. This is their ear cuff. This is actually one of her custom pieces. She has this cuff on her website, but without the diamond encrusted there. So get to know it. Nanino, BLV, yes. Now let's get into beauty really quickly. I feel like I'm doing good timing on this. Yes. Let's get into beauty. One of my favorite skincare brands, Epilogic, owned by Dr. Shani Jeniton. There's a certain kind of skincare surgical doctor she is. It's escaping me right now. I'll put it on the screen. But she has her own practice in Brooklyn. She took her time creating this amazing collection of beauty products. One of my favorite products from her line is Master Plan. My skin does not breathe without it. I'm telling you, it just brings back the life and luster. It maintains my acne. It maintains youthfulness and elasticity into my skin. Love her retinol pieces, her AHA double feature, her eye cream, her gel, the green gel cleanser. I don't use the pink rose hip one because something about rose hips doesn't do well on my skin. And there's a vitamin C product that I've never tried before, but I wouldn't be against trying it because everything else within her line, just the best of the best. Topicals. I think a lot of us know about topicals. How can we not? We see their billboards, their marketing is insane, but I use they have an ingrown serum roll-on that I use in my sweetheart area because I'm prone to ingrowns, especially when I'm waxing, lasering, no matter what I do, I just have ingrowns. And I don't think it's necessarily for that area, but if I could put it on my face, I think I could put it near my kitty. And to be fair, no ingrowns. No ingrown since I've been using this product down there. But I love their stuff. And they just dropped a new acne breakout product that I'm going to be trying as well. But I just love how bold their marketing is. And then they have products that work. Like, girl. And then one of my favorite fragrance companies, Mudo. Oh my God, they have 3 different fragrances. My favorite one is Worthy. It feels like the most vanilla, luscious, amberish hug you've ever had. It's the parfum, it's thick, it stays on, it's so distinctive. I love smelling it on different people because it's a little different on everyone, obviously, but that perfume is one of my favorite perfumes. Yes, throw it in the bag. Another skincare brand that I love, but they're a little bit more, they don't sell all year round because it's a whipped body butter brand called Gentle, Black women-owned brand based out of Atlanta, I think. I'm sorry. But she only ships during the cold months because in shipment during the hot months, we've seen it melt, right? But it don't matter. I remember I ordered during the summer month and I didn't care. I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and put this oil on me and let it go firm up in the fridge. Carlos and I slapped that body butter on us so hard and we just be smelling so luscious all the time. My favorite one is Milk and Honey as well as Citrine. You just smell like a lemon ball everywhere and it's so good. I feel like sometimes bees be following me when I got that Gentle body butter on my body. I'm just saying. Another skincare brand that I love and is so good on my skin is actually cannabis-based products. I'm going to put this light on. Can you see me? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We're still here. One of my favorite skincare brands. Oh, Black women-owned. Murray Lelu. It's cannabis-based. They have a serum and an oil. That oil on top of my night skincare routine, it grips everything in, soothes my skin because I get irritated a lot. I have acne issues, right? And I be waking up with the most supple, gorgeous, soothed ass skin. I'm telling you right now what I know. I'm telling you what I know. Don't sleep on cannabis-based products. Here's the thing about cannabis-based products. Cannabis-based products are basically the plant version of what you already have, but you need help with getting refined in your body. So let's say, for instance, there's cells in your bodies or certain neurons that need to connect in order for you to not feel skin irritation, for you to not have certain types of inflammation or certain acne. When you have a cannabis-based product, it goes in there and it binds the receptors that need to connect to each other but don't have what it needs to do that. It goes in and says, let me put my little plant-based cell between you guys so you can connect and do what you need to do. That's how to think about like CBD, cannabis-based products. It's not to make you feel a psychoactive reaction or anything like that. It is basically replacing what you are missing and being the plant-based version of that. All right, welcome to my TED Talk about cannabis. Obviously, I'm just going to throw that in there. Pat McGrath Beauty. If you don't know, I don't know what rock you live under, but best foundation out there, okay? But I just have to say it. I know you know, but I'm just saying. We're talking about beauty right now. And Danessa Myricks, if you don't know, I don't know what rock you live under. I mean, the skin is skinning with both of these women's brands. They understand skin. They understand black beauty. They understand pigment, the range, the suppleness. Like, they just get it. They just get it because they've been in the business long enough to know how to create this stuff and what we need. And they also are able to service women that aren't black and brown. Like, they just get, we mother everyone. So I'm not surprised. Oh, another brand, black owned, but also Asian owned, women owned brand. It's two founders, Edem. Their gentle exfoliant saves lives. Just saying right now, if you don't know, get into it. Edem. And their packaging, why is it so beautiful? Let me take these frames off. I feel like you can't see me even more fit. Can we get into some lifestyle brands really quickly? This brand is owned by a wonderful woman named Nikita St. John. She's one of my closest friends. I went to college with her. And when she created her event company, I was done. Like, her events are crazy amazing, okay? Number one. Number two, she has a spin-off brand, kind of, I guess you could say, is it a spin-off, a sub-brand? I don't know. I know that she has certain plans for this, okay? So I'm not going to put it out there until she's ready, but because she just gave birth to a little baby girl named Nichelle, and I'm so excited. She has Dream, Plan, Execute, which are planning materials. So think planning books, desk weekly planners, notebooks, dotted line notebooks. When I tell you, when Nikita debuted this to us, to the people, I have never been so organized in my life. My weeks would go by flawlessly because of her products. And also, there's like an accountability section in her planners and her desk planner. It'd be like, so how did your week go? Basically, you would be like, it went all right. I could have done better, or this is what I could do better next week. Like, keep me on my toes, honey. Keep me on my toes. So Dream, Plan, Execute, DPE by NH Events. Their planning materials are phenomenal. And the colorways, the skins, the leathers, she took her time with it. I know because I know her. She took her time sourcing those materials, and she did her big one. And she's going to continue to do her big one with her brand. Another brand, now this is the thing. You're going to hear me talk about two different candle companies. But it's normal to like more than one candle company. And it's normal to like more than one candle company when they're that good. Lip Brooklyn, owned by Daniqua, Caribbean black-owned women brand based out of Brooklyn. She honestly, okay, here's the thing about Lip Brooklyn. Lip Brooklyn was one of the first female-owned brands that I learned about that made me see that it was possible to be an entrepreneur and have a product-based business that drives community, that builds community, that creates a sisterhood. And the way that she's done her business and collaborated with other brands, I've had a collaboration with her as well. I would do it time and time again. She blows me away by how she approaches business and her candles. Her candles are amazing. They sell out every time she drops a collection. And it's just like, you know, I can understand if I was running into a store to get these things, but I'd be running to my computer and out of breath and pissed off that I missed the one that I wanted or the two that I wanted. But this is because it's so good. Another candle-owned brand, Black women-owned brand, Afro-Latina-owned brand, based out of Harlem, Sakura Rose. Sakura Rose is owned by Tatiana. Hey girl, hey put. And her business name is actually based off of her grandmother's, okay? Which I loved the concept when it started. I've known Sakura Rose, the brand, since its inception, and I love that for me, because when you see a brand grow and you see the owner grow and do the things, she just has amazing concepts behind her candles. They smell amazing. Both brands, amazing noses, great noses. But Tatiana has such a fun approach to her concepts. Like, she even has candles based off of some of our favorite movies, like Boomerang. Like, amazing. And I've also collaborated with Sakura Rose. We have a candle together. It smells like strawberry summertime goodness. And it was a pleasure collaborating. We got to figure out another collaboration, Tatiana, if you're watching this, girl. When you get back from Japan, let's talk about it, because we need to get back into the lab. All right. But I'm just so proud of both of those brands and being able to know the women behind them, that it's a joy to be able to say, yes, I have two favorite candle company or candle brands that I love so much, because it's true for me. I love it. And I feel like get one from one and go to Sakura, go get one from Lip Brooklyn, get one from Sakura Rose, put them in two different rooms. You're going to love the way your house smells. Like, I'm just saying. Okay. Cloudy Donuts. Can this be lifestyle food? Could we talk about food really quickly? New York based, also Baltimore based. Zoditu and Derek are the owners of Cloudy Donuts, vegan donuts. They have a donut shop in Brooklyn. They also have a design studio in the heart of Soho. And they also have one in Baltimore. And they have a mobile store as well. Like, they take tours and stuff. The way that they collaborate with other brands is phenomenal. Like, I cannot get enough. They have they're the only flavors of donuts, and they change their menu every weekend. They're open Thursday through Sunday. The only flavors of their donuts that I do not like are the ones that have something that I'm allergic to, like their pecan one. I've never had it, but guess what? If I ate it, I probably would enjoy it for that time, but then I would have some problems in the bathroom afterwards. But what I'm saying to you is, all of their flavors are amazing. My favorite top three. Okay, blueberry lemon donut, their Oreo cookie donut, and creme brulee. The creme brulee gets me every time. And they have their sweet potato cinnamon rolls. They've had a loaf cake that I have never been able to get my hands on because they sell out. Very frustrating. Zoditu, if you're watching this, can you tell me when you're going to make it again and save me a piece? I promise I'll come on time and get it. I promise. Please, please, please. Okay, moving along. Cuts and Slices. Pizza. One of the best pizza shops ever in New York City. They have one in Brooklyn. They have one in Queens. They have one in the city. They're going to be having more. I know they're going to make more. But oxtail pizza, their jerk shrimp pizza, their chopped cheese pizza, their waffles and chicken pizza. My favorite one is actually the jerk shrimp pizza slice. It's my favorite. I've had them for my birthday parties. Like, Randy and Ashley are the owners of Cuts and Slices. And you know what I also love about them? They take care of their teams. They take care of their staff. And they also are really big on the quality of their product. Like, if there's not a way for them to be able to make the stuff on site for an event or something, or be able to make it close by, they're like, nah, fam, like, it's got to be fresh. It's got to be in the moment. Otherwise, like, we can't do it. Like, they are the integrity behind them. It just says a lot about a brand. Another lifestyle company, gift wrapping company, Unwrap, owned by Ashley, another friend of mine. She makes gift wrap for all the moments, not just holidays, okay? All of the moments. She started off collaborating with other artists that would make these beautiful pieces, and she would find a way to get their artwork designed onto the gift wrap. I mean, it must have been 2016, 2015 when she started her brand. This is another brand owner that showed me that being a brand owner is possible, you know, and starting out from your home, starting with a small concept and building into this big thing. It's possible. Shout out to Ashley. But also, I think that I wanted to make sure that I told y'all about her brand because I feel that sometimes gift wrapping brands or certain types of brands are only highlighted or used during just the holiday months. And I'm like, nah, like you need gift wrap all the time. Don't you give gifts? Don't you give gifts? I give gifts. You give gifts. So you're going to need some gift wrap. She has paper gift wrap, but she also makes satin scarves that also look like the gift wrap that you can use as reusable gift wrap. The concepts of these people is just like, can I get one day in your brain to see how you see the world? Because I know it's fantastical. I know it's remarkable. Can I get in there? I'm just saying. Okay, moving to service and then we'll wrap it up. I think we did good on timing. I'm trying my best, y'all. I'm trying my best. Service, Sweet 11 nail salon in Brooklyn, vegan nail salon. Started off as a vegan nail varnish company, grew into an actual space that looks like a freaking gallery, okay, to get your pedicure in. Phenomenal service. Sweet, loving family behind it. Ariel's the owner. We know, some of y'all may know, Ariel's mom is formerly known as City in the City, now known as Ken Smith on socials. That's my girl. That's her family. Love Sweet 11. I need to get back over there at some point because y'all know I'm all the way in the Bronx now. And it's just so far away from everything I know in Brooklyn. But if you're in Brooklyn, get to know them. Classless Shopping is actually, I don't know the people behind it personally, but it is a shopping service that gets amazing pieces from high-end brands at amazing prices. And it's a personal shopping page, but the way that they come across some of these pieces and they're authentic, I've gotten a beautiful Prada dress from this brand. If you know Melissa Wardrobe, that's a friend of hers as well. So if there are pieces that you see in certain collections, like let's say you see something from Bottega and, you know, it's pretty pricey and like a couple months go by, Classless might come across it and have like a 50-60% off discount for you. Like almost like a outlet shopping, but more closer to in season. Yeah, I'm just saying. Another great personal shopper, service person that I feel like all the girlies know and love, Jerry from Bergdorf. She is stationed in the Noir room on the second floor right next to Shoes in Bergdorf Goodman, the women's building. And if you ask her to look for something in this and she sees it in the system in Bergdorf, but it's not where it's supposed to be, she will take her time and find that thing for you. She would get things sourced. She would get things ordered from you, like a Schiaparelli piece. She's good with the brand. She just attended their Haute Couture show in Paris. I was so happy that she got to go. What? So anyway, Jerry, I have her lovingly in my phone as Jerry Busted Down at Bergdorf. She will source the things for you. And she just gives a great time. She's so sweet. She's so accommodating. And she just makes sure you have what you need in the form of luxury, darling. Why not? We love Jerry, okay? Skincare, getting my facial tomorrow. Our favorite Sean Garrett. He reopened his services, offering facials in the WSA building on the Water Lounge floor, downtown Manhattan. When I tell you it's one of the best facials I've ever gotten in my life, my face was sculpted from the moment we started. My face has barely drooped in the last month since I've seen this man. Since he touched my face has not drooped. Now, when I say the prices are pricing, but you're not going to be mad. After you have your first session, you'll be like, take all my money, Sean, every time. I'm warning you in the best way. Hair. Lorraine Geety is my hairstylist. She is based in Brooklyn at the XO Beauty Lab. When I say cut, a new cut, a new color, a new hairdo. She will shape you up like, and only you can rock it. Only you can have the particular cut, color, all the things. She works with your head and face and your lifestyle and makes you feel like you have the best crown on your head. She might tell you no from time to time, especially if it's at the cost of your health, the health of your hair. And we need people like her. Another person who I think is such a straight up amazing scientific geek for hair, Dawn. Dawn is also based in Brooklyn. Dawn's Hair extensions. I have yet to get a weave by Dawn, but let me tell you, I want one. The quality of her hair, impeccable. The quality of her hairstyling, impeccable. She also does not let you go off into the abyss, messing the health of your hair either. Both of them actually know each other. Dawn gets her hair done, like they get each other's hair done by each other. I think it's a lovely situation. They're really good friends, and both of them know exactly what they're doing. And both of them probably aren't taking that many new clients as it is, but what I'm saying to you is stay on guard for when they do open their books to new clients, and then jump on, because I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it. People fly in from out of town to get serviced by these queens. So anyway, we've reached the end of this particular segment of all the brands I love, know, and want to get to know from the Black and brown, minority, queer community. And I hope you enjoyed this video. What are some of your favorite brands? Put it in the comments so I can include it in the next episode where I highlight these brands. And listen, at the end of the day, I think it's important for me to do this type of video, not only just because this whole DEI rollback and all the things that are going politically, but it's just important to do so. I always want to be an advocate for my people. I always want to keep it at the forefront of conversations. I do think that it gets covered a lot, as far as like covered, put under a rug a lot, and it shouldn't be this way. So we're going to be talking about them all the time. And I want to do another segment where I'm covering more brands that I don't know, but want to get to know, or more brands that, because when I was doing this video and I was making my list, I do feel that my algorithm and my following list didn't serve me well, because I also follow way too many people. But I feel like there are certain brands that got lost in my list, or that I'm missing. Brandon Blackwood, handbags, just, there's a lot of brands. And I know I didn't cover everyone in today's episode. I will be covering in more episodes from today. So definitely comment below how you like this video. What are your favorite Black owned, minority owned brands, queer owned brands that you feel everyone should know about and experience? All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video and sticking with me for this amount of time. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, cookies.